on YouTube. Make sure to drop a like if you guys are new and subscribe. I'd appreciate that. Without further ado, let's get started here. All right, so with that being said, Bitcoin is currently bouncing. So you had a low, you didn't make a lower low. I said you can't lose 36.2, and you didn't close the daily candle below 36.2. So right now I still think we're okay, and I still think we're in a bull market. If you close the daily candle below 36.2, that's where I'm going to be extremely bearish, and that's when I'm going to flip from bullish to bearish and say that we're probably in a bear market. I really thought we were going to close the daily candle below 36.2. That didn't happen, and now we're above it. I think we probably did touch $40,000 today, just above it. 40,300 I think is what we touched. There is some resistance right there at $40,000, and then we have a fib up here at $40,800. That's where the 236 fib is at. And I might need to update my fibs actually. Take that back. The 236 fib is actually at $43,000, where there's actual resistance as well there. My fibs were off for some reason. And the 618, if you want to, I think if you get above $55,300 and close the daily candle above that level, I think then it confirms you're going to actually make a new all-time high in Bitcoin. That's a long ways away, but that's the level you have to get above to probably, in my opinion, confirm an all-time high is coming for Bitcoin. But that's a long ways away. I don't want to get ahead of ourselves. The next target we have to get through is $40,000, and then above that, $43,120 is where I have the 236 fib. So those are targets to the upside on Bitcoin. You can't lose 36.2, and you can't close a daily candle below 36.2 to still be in a bull market, in my opinion. So that's really the line in the sand you have to hold. With that being said, I'm going to quickly go over JASMY. If you guys would like to see any coins, let me know. I think if Bitcoin can stay in a bull market, then JASMY doesn't lose 1 cent. If Bitcoin goes into a bear market, closes a daily candle below 36.2, then I think JASMY goes way lower than a penny, and I would not want to touch JASMY below a penny if we're in a bear market. But if we stay in a bull market and we continue to get the bounce here on Bitcoin, then I would say worst case scenario for JASMY is 1 cent. You might not even touch it. Bitcoin slowly keeps grinding higher. We'll see what happens here at $40,000. But the next target to the upside for JASMY to be bullish on the daily time frame would be 3.5 cents. So close the daily candle at 3.5 or 3.6 cents. Then I would be bullish on JASMY again. And I don't think you can lose a penny and still. I mean, I'm not bullish on it right now. I would like to see it. I'd be a buyer of JASMY if it hit a penny and Bitcoin is still above 36K, or if it got above 3.5 cents. So that's kind of the JASMY scenario. If you guys have any requests, let me know. ElonOne is, let me update it. I think it's currently it says it's at 11.2 on DEX tools. On Hotbit, it's at 10.6, so there's definitely some price difference there. If I go over to CoinMarketCap, it's at 11.8 basically. So one place is saying 11.2. CoinGecko, I should say, is saying 11.8, and then Hotbit is saying 10.6. So it's all over the place. It's still below 12 though on all exchanges. I do like ElonOne long term, but I still think you're in a major downtrend on ElonOne, so I'm still not buying it. Just say I think it could continue going down lower. We'll see, I guess. But I would be a big buyer of ElonOne if it dipped down to 5, and currently, I mean, that'd be another 50%. So I don't know if that's going to happen. If Bitcoin reverses, then it probably won't. But until they launch the marketplace, it could keep dipping. So just be aware of that. And I'm personally going to be buying more ElonOne in a week from today when I get paid for my job. So I'm still buying ElonOne. That's the timer to start going live. So I don't know. You guys have any requests? That's kind of it for Bitcoin. I don't think you can lose 36.2 and still be bullish. If you guys are new, I'd appreciate the likes and follow. I'd appreciate that. But overall, crypto is looking more bullish. It's getting the bounce, and it's looking pretty good. So yeah, that's kind of all I had. I went over Bitcoin, JASMY, and ElonOne, and those are the 3 coins I wanted to cover. And if you guys have any requests, let me know. We do go live every Monday and Friday at 8 p.m. Central Time, so if you guys want to put it on your schedule, we'll always be live at this time. I guess I shouldn't say always because sometimes my schedule changes, but that's when I try to go live. So, and if you guys want, you can join our Telegram chat. That's in the description. I'm trying to get that more alive again. It's kind of dead right now, but yeah, we can look at Crow. All right, so Crow right now is at 42.5 cents. Let me zoom in a little bit. If you guys are on YouTube, you can see the charts. But all right, so right now my fib. All right, I need to probably just delete this fib and restart because that was an old one. So what I'll do is I'll do the fibs from the last local high without using the wicks at 51.6 cents and take it down to the last local low without using the wicks, which was almost 39 cents. You're currently at 42 cents. You're currently trying to get through the fib, the 236 fib, which is at 42 cents. And yeah, it looks like you kind of did it, but that's on a small time frame. This is basically charting off the 1 hour time frame. The next fib to the upside, if you stay above 42 cents, would be 43 cents. So obviously my fibs are only from 52 cents to 39 cents. So it's a really small range. And the 6 to 1/8 on the smaller time frames is currently at 47 cents. I think if you get above that, that confirms you're at least going to make a higher high. So if you close the daily candle above 47 cents, then I think that confirms you're at least going to make a new higher high above 55 cents. So right now, obviously, it's in a downtrend. Well, actually, on the daily chart, you do have two great green daily candles. So I guess actually short term, you are getting a bounce, but I would still say you're still in a downtrend if you look at like the weekly time frame or the 3-day time frame. So you're getting a decent bounce, but I think unless you get above the 618, a lower low is possible. If you get above 47 cents, close the daily candle above it, I think that means a move to at least 55 cents is coming for Crow. So there is some life with it. And if Bitcoin makes it higher high above 46K, then this is definitely going to at least get to 55 to 60 cents before a retracement, in my opinion. So it looks okay right now, but doesn't look great yet. I really want to see Bitcoin clear 46K before I'm bullish on anything else. But obviously at 46K, there'd be a higher high, and then you could be looking for a reversal. But at least on the macro time frame for Bitcoin, that'd be really bullish. That'd mean that our uptrend is still valid. So I am still bullish on ElonOne. Short term, not so much. I still think ElonOne could dip quite a bit. Right now, you're at 11.12. If you guys look, if you're on YouTube, you guys can see my charts. Otherwise, I'll explain it to you guys for people on TikTok. Our next local low below 11.76, or no, I think it was 11.7, and you're right at 11.7 right now. If you don't get at least to 12, then I think there's a chance you're going to get rejected off 12 and actually come down. I mean, it's hard to do TA on these small market cap coins, but the next major local low is all the way back when Vitalik sold some of the coin before he burned it. And it dipped all the way down to 5, basically, or right below 5. So 5 is the next local low. You're currently almost at 12 right now. That'd be like a 60% discount. I think that could happen. If that happened, I'm going all in on ElonOne. So I'm still bullish on the super long time frames. But until we launch the marketplace, I think it's probably going to go sideways, if not go down a little bit, because people aren't interested. They're losing faith in it. So I'm going to buy the fear, and I'm going to hold on long term. I tried to sell it and day trade it, and I lost money. So I'm just going to hold it now and be an investor versus trying to trade it. It's just not worth it, in my opinion. So I am really bullish on ElonOne long term, but short term, you could keep going down. Anything like Crow you think would have better upside? Well, let's go through my favorite charts. So I have Bitcoin, Ethereum, I have JASMY. JASMY's not. I'm just saying coins I have on my watch list. Cardano has a higher market cap, but that's probably more safe. Now Cardano might not be a safe buy until it clears $1, or $1.20 if you want to be really safe, but that's a long ways away. Fear coins are risky play, but that's almost at an all-time low. So Clover, that's just a major downtrend. XLM, ACH. I like ACH. I like XLM too, but if you want a coin that can go up fast, 2 or 3x, but still be safe, Curve might be your play. CRV, that's currently at 240. Now, wow, the next resistance on Curve is $3. If you clear that, you're really bullish, in my opinion, on Curve. So Curve could definitely be one. I got SHIB on my list. I got Farm on my list. I got NU. Let me look NU. And you got a nice bounce off your support at 40 cents. If you get through 50 cents now, you're really bullish. So NU could definitely be one to watch out for. So NU and the other one I said, what was the other one? ACH and NU. NU looks better than ACH, I'll tell you that right now. NKN, I haven't looked at these coins in forever. NKN doesn't look very bullish. XYO. So XYO and NU are the ones I really like. Now, short-term NU looks really bullish. XYO, though, is another coin I like long-term. But I also love CRO. I think that's going to do amazing things. And I think if Bitcoin makes a new all-time high, that's going to easily hit several dollars. Another one I've been talking to you about for a while that short-term looks really bad, and the chart doesn't look great, but I did like KRL. Right now it looks bad, so I would stay away from that short-term. Then I have CRO on my list. But short-term NU coin is like, the chart looks really good. If you break 50 cents, it's going to probably at least go up to 60. So yeah, I use the play right now, probably short-term if you're trading. I'm not trading it, but if you want to gamble a little bit or day trade it or swing trade it, then NU looks pretty good right now. Appreciate the follow. Appreciate the follow also for both of you guys. Long-term 1 year months. For what coin? I think I'll talk about crypto in general. I think long-term. For the end of this year, if Bitcoin can, make a higher high above 46K, I think that probably means we're still in a bull market if we can make a higher high and then 100K is incoming. I still think it's possible for this year, but if you don't get to 46K here in the next few months on this bounce, then it's going to be really, really bearish. So, but if you make a higher high and get above 46K, then I think it confirms the uptrend is still intact, even though we just made a lower low. So it's really hard to say. But I am still bullish for this year as of right now on crypto overall. And if Bitcoin's bullish, everything else is. Most other coins are bullish. Long term for ElonOne, a several billion-dollar market cap. Whenever they won't launch the marketplace. If they never launch it, it's not going to happen. But if they do launch the marketplace, which I have no reason to believe he won't, he has invested millions of dollars into this project. He's locked liquidity for 100 years. So I do think he's going to launch it. And when it does launch, I expect it to be a several billion-dollar market cap within a few years, especially if Bitcoin makes a new all-time high. Because then if Bitcoin is going up, Ethereum's going up, and it's paired to Ethereum. So if Ethereum's going up and no one's buying ElonOne, the coin will still go up in value. So I think a several billion-dollar market cap is not out of the question, especially if it's going to compete with OpenSea. That's why I'm holding it, and I'm going to be buying the dips, especially if you get a capitulation down to the next local low. So I don't care how low you go, I'm buying more. If I have the opportunity to, at least. So, yep. And that's kind of it. Bitcoin short term looks decent. Let me go look at the smaller time frames and see how it's looking on like the 15-minute. All right, the 15-minute chart looks a little toppy, but well, at least according to the MACD. But bigger time frames like the 1 hour chart and everything still look great. Going to the weekend, you could go sideways or go down a little bit, but I think come Monday, if Bitcoin is really gonna make a higher high, you're gonna start going up again. So Bitcoin overall, even Bitcoin the daily chart looks really good still. Well, yeah, I think it does. 12-hour chart still looks really good. So, all right, well, that's kind of all I had. Appreciate you guys joining. I'm going to end the YouTube stream. And I'll be live again on Monday